Hello, everyone. My name is Jyoti Anchalkar, and I will be your host today. Thank you for taking time out to attend today's webinar. I'm part of eBay Seller Education team, which is responsible for conducting webinars for training sellers like you about various eBay processes and best practices. These webinars are designed to help you grow your business and meet customer expectations. We hope that you will benefit from these webinars and apply the best practices in your business. Join our live webinars through the webinar calendar on export.ebay.com and get your questions answered in real time. The topic for today's webinar is eBay Store, one key to unlock savings, create a brand, and much more. Our webinar agenda, as you can see on the screen, is what is an eBay store, benefits of having an eBay store, subscription levels, and the pricing for eBay store, key features and tools available to eBay store owners, how to set up your eBay store, and then we would walk through the best practices and the tips for success. Let's begin. What exactly is an eBay store? When we talk about an eBay store opens up your doors to millions of buyers around the world. You can send your customers to a place where they can see all your products organized in a way that is easy to browse and buy. Having an eBay store can lead to higher conversion rates from buyers and higher repeat purchase rates when they keep visiting your eBay store as a part of their purchase activity every time. Buyers come into purchase, they visit your eBay store for one product and end up purchasing much more. Why? Because they are able to view everything under one roof. This makes their purchase decision much easier and, of course, importantly, faster. Now, why should you be having an eBay store? With an eBay store, you get several benefits as you can see on the screen. Having an eBay store will bring all your listings together in a single branded location. And the several benefits as you can see on the screen. The first one, free listings. So, with an eBay store, you receive more free listings every month depending on your store subscription level. Next, another benefit that is again for savings with an eBay store, you receive discounted fees on insertion fees. For example, normally when you list on eBay, there is a certain amount that is charged to you. 0.35 cents if I talk about listing on eBay US. However, with an eBay store, this 0.35 insertion fee would be far more lesser depending on your subscription level. And how this works is that insertion fees as per your eBay store subscription are only charged only if you exceed the allotted free listing basis your store subscription. So if your store subscription gives you just let's say for example 100 free listings, the discounted insertion fees will only be charged once you exceed this 100 free listings quota. Well, that was just for an example. However, with an eBay store subscription, depending on the level, you enjoy much more and many more free listing benefits. Another important benefit of having an eBay store is getting access to various types of promotions and importantly being able to create uh, competitive promotions that can help you stay on the top of your competitors. So with an eBay store, you get access to discounts manager, promoted listings, subscriber discounts, and much more. Irrespective of the store subscription, you get access to a discounts manager, which helps you to create various types of promotions. Another benefit of an eBay store is apart from free listings, apart from discounted charges on the insertion fee, you also enjoy the benefit of lower final value fees, which means with an eBay store, you can save up to 50% on the final value fees as compared to the non-store subscriber rates. Now, the fifth and the most important benefit is with an eBay store, you get a web address specifically created for you, and you get additional product categories that you can create and list your items, and these categories would be visible in your eBay store. So, web address and product categories. And last but not the least, with an eBay store, of course, you need to know what your competitors are doing, isn't it? So, which means you need to get competitive insights and access to pricing data. So when you have an eBay store, with an eBay store, you get access to just not product research, but also sourcing insights, which will help you to get competitive insights or for your competitors that are there on eBay. And that will help you to determine on what to sell, when to sell, and at what price. Please remember that product research is available for all sellers. However, sourcing insights as a tool for gathering competitor insights and marketing insights is only available to sellers with a basic store subscription and above. You can definitely visit the eBay help pages, or you can definitely visit our seller center on export.ebay.com, and under the information for fees, you can go to the section which talks about eBay fees, or rather which talks about eBay stores. That will help you get more details on the store fees that will be charged to you basis your subscription level. So fees, payments, and taxes is where you would be able to find on export.ebay.com. You would be able to find various information about seller fees, store fees also. Let's move ahead. Talking about the subscription level. Now, before we move to the subscription level, please note that the information that you see on the screen is basis the store subscription on ebay.com, that is eBay US. The store subscription levels that are available vary from the eBay site to site, which means if there are 5 subscription levels on ebay.com, that is eBay US, you may not find 5 subscription levels on an Australia or a UK site of eBay. Another important thing that you need to bear in mind is one eBay account can have only one eBay store. So think wisely before going ahead and subscribing for an eBay store. As you can see on the screen, just to simplify the decision making on what type of a store subscription that you need to go for is, on ebay.com, we have 5 subscription levels: starter, basic, premium, anchor, and enterprise. So if you go to see a starter, basic, or a premium store is much better for those sellers who have either just started, who are looking at exploring what stores can do for you, and another thing would want to enjoy benefits of free listings and discounted final value fees. So going ahead for a starter, basic, or a premium store would be best for you. If you are listing anything between 1 to 10,000 items every month, or are a new or a smaller business, it is recommended that you go for a basic or a premium store. Because if you go for a starter store may or may not give you access to certain tools. So it is best that you go ahead and subscribe for a basic store or above. Now, talking about Anchor and an enterprise store, as the name suggests, and as you can see the fees on the screen, these type of store subscriptions are for those sellers who are dealing into high volume of sales or listing and are very well settled with an extensive catalog for the products that they are selling, or they are large or established businesses. And they just need some support when it comes to selling on eBay. Hence, anchored store and enterprise store is recommended for sellers who are listing more than 10,000 listings in a month. Now let's talk about the fees. As you can see, the fees that you see on the screen are for a yearly subscription, which means you can go for either for a yearly subscription or you can go for a monthly subscription. Please understand that if you go for a monthly subscription, you would be charged the fees every month, right? And the way the fees work are, you are charged on pro rata basis, which means, let's say, for example, you subscribe for a basic store on the 20th of a month. So from 20th to the 30th, you will be charged the fees, and plus you would be charged for the next month in advance. Now that is how the subscription fees for eBay stores actually works. You can choose to go for a yearly store subscription. The only difference for a yearly or an annual store subscription is that your monthly subscription charges would be discounted. Like, for example, if you go to see for a basic store, 21.95, what you see every month is a discounted charge for a basic store if you go for a yearly subscription. But if you go for a monthly subscription, then the charges would be different. Let me just inform you about the store fees as well. Just allow me a moment. Allow me a moment, please. So when you look at the fees, when you look at the fee structure about a basic, on a monthly basis, you are charged the fees of 27.95 if you go for a monthly store subscription charge or a monthly store subscription. But if you choose and tell the eBay system that you would want to go for a yearly renewal, then every month, instead of 27.95 for a basic store subscription, you would be charged 21.95, right? Now, in the same way, a starter store is for a 4.95 annual subscription. Premium store comes at $59.95 with an annual subscription. An anchor store is for $299.95 with annual subscription. And enterprise does not come with a monthly subscription. It comes only with an annual subscription. So an annual subscription is for 299.95. I hope that does clear. And if you need more information about the eBay store subscription charges, please visit our seller center, which is at export.ebay.com. You can either type in store fees in the search box on export.ebay.com, and you would directly be taken to the page that talks about the eBay store subscription and its fees. Now, when we spoke about the store subscription fees, we spoke about which store is best for which type of a seller. Now, let's understand what are the number of free listings or the allotted free listings that you would receive for each store. So when we talk about starter store, every month, apart from the 250 free listings that every seller is eligible for a listing on ebay.com, you get additional 250 for auction or fixed price. And if you exceed this additional 250, you would be charged the insertion fees of 0.30 cents for additional listing. When we talk about basic store, in a basic store, you would get around 1,000 free listings for fixed price, apart from the existing 250 that every seller gets for listing on ebay.com. Apart from that, you get 250 free listings for auction. And if you exceed this free allotted quota, then your insertion fees will not be 0.35 cents. It would be 0.25 cents, right? In the same way, when we talk about a premium store comes with a free listings of 10,000 fixed price for every month, whereas for auction you get 500, and the discounted charges are 15 cents, right? You are not charged a fee of 0.35 or a fee of 0.30, but you are charged the fee of 0.15 cents for if you exceed the allotted free quota. Okay, now let's go ahead and look at the next store subscription, which is Anchor Store subscription. Likewise, Anchor Store subscription comes with 25,000 free fixed price listings and 1,000 every month free auction style listings. And the insertion fee for fixed price for Anchor Store is 5 cents, and for auction it is 10 cents, right? Enterprise comes with almost 1 lakh free listings every month in fixed price and 2,500 for auctions. And the insertion fees, the discounted insertion fees is 5 cents for uh, enterprise in case if you exceed the allotted free quota, and 10 cents again if you exceed the allotted free quota for auction style listings. Once again, should you need more information about eBay fees, eBay fee structure, and any other information, we would request you to please go ahead and have a look at our seller center, which is full of information for you. So our seller center's address is export.ebay.com. I repeat, it is export.ebay.com. Let's go ahead and now we would understand is the next part about stores is what are the key features and tools available for eBay store owners. Now, when we talk about features and tools, first and foremost, please understand that as a seller, you get a particular URL or a web address of your eBay store. So which means you get access to create a personalized storefront with your own logo, banners, and branding elements. And this will allow you to represent yourself in a much more professional way and thereby help you to establish brand identity. Another important thing about customizable storefront is with an eBay store, you get additional store categories. Irrespective of the store subscription level, you get 300 additional store categories that you can add in your eBay store or personalize it the way you would want to. So you can organize inventory into custom categories. It becomes much more easier for buyers to navigate your store. Custom store URL, which is easy for your buyers to find and return back to your store. And importantly, you can create your own store policies, be it shipping, be it returns, at in one convenient place. So that's about one key feature and the tool that you get access to with an eBay store. The second one is you get access to promotional tools. You need to promote the listings that you do. What better than promoted listings? So using of promoted listings will help you to get that visibility for your products by running paid campaigns or ad campaigns, to say as such, that will display your items in the higher search results, right? Secondly, with promotional tools, you can create sale events where you can show the slashed off prices or the reduced prices for selected items or categories and show your buyers the value that they would be getting by buying your items. Another important thing is all store subscribers get access to discounts manager, creating different types of discounts from order size discount, volumes discount, BOGO offer, which is buy one, get one free, bundled offer, shipping discounts, volume pricing, and much more. Plus, you get access to the eBay store newsletter where you can create your own newsletter, which you can send to your subscribers on eBay and keep them updated on new items, promotions, and store events. Last but not the least, one of the important access that store owners get is access to performance analytics. Very important. You get access to the eBay research tool, that is the product research and sourcing insights, to analyze the pricing trends, the purchase trends, the demand, and what exactly is your competitors doing across the eBay categories. Another important access that you get is to check how your listings are performing with regards to the title, the images, the keywords. So, getting access to these performance analytics such as clicks, impressions, uh, uh, how is your discount manager working, what kind of trends are working, what's the pricing that is working, will help you to identify successful selling strategies and determine the best time to sell your products. And last but not the least, as a seller, when you have an eBay store, you can get access to store traffic. That means you will get access to analyze from where are the buyers coming to your eBay store, right? How are these sales taking place? What's the conversion rate? And importantly, checking on your overall store performance. Now, let's move ahead on setting up your eBay store. Very easy. You can, first of all, it's only sellers, registered sellers who can open an eBay store. So, which means go ahead, if you are yet not an eBay seller, go ahead and register yourself as an eBay seller. Secondly, go to your eBay account. So, when you go to your eBay account under Seller Hub, you would get the option tab of store. Click on store and you can manage your subscriptions from the left hand side menu available under store. So choose your subscription level. Once again, very important, you need to decide which eBay site would you want to open up your eBay store, because one eBay account can have only one eBay store on any of the eBay sites. Next is get the most out of your subscription, utilize the free listings, utilize the power tools that you have, utilize the discounts manager to create discounts. If you have access to the promoted listings, go ahead and create campaigns, advertising campaigns, so that you can get that visibility for your listings, which will lead to a sale. However, one important factor that our sellers need to understand with regards to stores is that although having an eBay store will give you the option of free listings, you need to understand what exactly are your selling limits. So please check selling limits on your account before you open an eBay store. So for example, a basic store does give a higher number of free listings, as in 1,000 free listings for fixed price. But if your selling limit is not 1,000, it is 500, you may not be able to utilize the benefit of an eBay store completely. So please check that your items or your category limits are not getting affected by opening an eBay store, and check if there is anything that is preventing you from creating the maximum number of listings associated with your eBay store subscription. With that, let's talk about the best practices that you need to follow as a seller for success. First and foremost, ensure that you optimize your listings for search by following the listing best practices. Very important. You need to make your store experience memorable with by creating a strong brand presence, a strong store name, logo, billboard, description, right? Invest a little time in creating a professional look for your eBay store by using the image editing tools that are available in your eBay store so that you can get noticed. Ensure that you are customizing your inventory by using the various options or available in your eBay store, such as featured listings, so that in your store only those listings that are featured will get the top priority. Create categories. eBay store is the only way where you are not just limited to the eBay categories. You can create your own personalized categories and align your products under it, which makes it easy for buyers to look for what they are trying to find. Drive buyers to your store with newsletters, sharing coded coupons on social media. Please do not forget to use the reporting capabilities that are a part of your eBay account, specifically if you have an eBay store, because in that way you would know how many buyers are responding to your newsletter promotions. Last but not the least, the best practice and the tip for success is sharing your listings on social media to get your brand noticed. Now, that should be all for our webinar today. Yes, so that's all on today's webinar topic. We hope that the information shared today has been useful to you. Do keep joining us for our forthcoming training webinars. Keep checking the webinar calendar on export.ebay.com. Before we wrap up, make sure you hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. You'll gain access to all our latest videos packed with tips and tricks to streamline your eBay selling experience. Don't miss out. The links are mentioned in the description. We will see you soon in the next webinar. Goodbye.